Can I get the link? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about and telling everyone sorry, I swear I'm not trying to like make this dramatic or something. Like I said, I really wish I were not feeling like I had to do this. Just give me some time. um, I'm gonna be doing a lot of I guess you could say like fourth wall breaking in a way, and talking about things that I thought would always be personal, and just, you know, I would just carry them myself. Um, Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Mizkif has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing. For the entirety of this year, I have attempted to separate myself from him and not talk about him at all, and not talk about this issue, and just not make it a public thing. I always tried my best to keep this to myself, but like I said, I feel like it's gone to the point, which I'll explain later, that I feel like it just has to be done. And I have always believed in not condemning people or starting drama online. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be asking, why am I doing this and why now? And I would like to explain that before I get started so that people understand what prompted me to do this today, and that it's not just on a whim or something like that.
Wait, she said sexual assault also? She said domestic, psychological incident, sexual assault?
Okay, so like I said, I took a lot of notes, so forgive me if I just end up reading off my notes. The first and probably most severe reason is that one of the rules that I set for myself a long time ago about withholding this information was that if I ever felt like somebody else was in danger or being hurt, I would then make myself speak about it. And 2 weeks ago, actually 3 weeks ago now, I was informed by 3 separate people, one of whom was present for said incident, that he had done something similar to something that he had done to me, and to someone in LA at the end of September. And this person is not a streamer or content creator, but obviously that does not matter. And because of this, I cannot in good conscience sit here knowing that I know critical information about someone that almost no one else does and not say anything. I think that most issues and dramas should stay private and off the internet, and I still hold that belief to this day, and I will hold that belief going forward. However, there are certain things that cross.
Brother, at this point, right? I'm sorry for pausing, but man, motherfuckers just got skeletons in a closet. Like, it's almost like every year there's some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like every fucking year. Every year. It doesn't miss. It's like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? This is a tweet from Aria. Hold on a second. Holy shit. What was this? This is yes. I was cordial during a live stream where you asked to come over and collab just to save you the public shame. I wants to ask you out of lunch to serious talk. I have messages with Emmy approving this plan, although doubtful, was completely hopeless. I needed to see it for myself since I had seen Biz as a friend too. I had known about your terrible treatment to others and wanted to know if you felt any remorse or could essentially be changed, but you weren't live anyways without my consent. I ended up letting you down there too, but after the stream, I offered sometimes for a talk to which you agreed. Biz came over to my place and we talked for around 3 hours going in circles about his mistreatment in the scene. I do my best to incite the possible path of reflection, but ultimately to no avail. The man was convinced he had done no wrong and everyone was out to get him. I gave you a chance to come clean about anything just to see if there was any humanity left in you. And you fucked it up so hard. The one statement that broke all hope for you, not realizing I had to become close to her, not once during the time I talked to him every single day leading up to his tragedy, had ever mentioned your name. Once I confronted you about that and showed your proof of our friendship, you quickly tried to change the subject after saying, well, he was. I've been holding on to this shit statement for some time now. What, waiting for the right moment. When Emmy decided to come out with everything, you are a shit human miss. You're not a victim, but you created them. We got on the right track when you finally mentioned mood swing, but quickly after admitting that, you go back to the pity party narrative, and I was honestly just done. My stubborn grandmother showed more ability to self-reflect than you, and I've had listening to you talk in only victim tongue. Don't ever mention Byron again to further any sick narrative of yours either. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the f- Cuke? Who is this? Oh my days. Wait, isn't this? Our first hookup was trying to cut it my. Oh, bro, I can't, 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 chat, I can't, I can't, I can't. I should, I can't. He made sure to coach me to say was concerned afterward. Was afraid he being, oh, brother. He was so serious. He started terrible rumors about me, telling people manipulate. Bro, you know what's crazy? Like, you would hear little things here and there, right? You know what I'm saying? Me being the person that I am, you just mind your business. And, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of stay in your lane, mind your business. But brother, and I'm gonna say it as loosely as I'm gonna say it without saying too much. One of my friends, I consider this individual friend. Okay, I'm not gonna say male or female. Was saying some shit, not no sexual harassment type shit, but all I could say is karma is a bitch. Like this part, the whole terrible rumors, man, telling people I was manipulative, bad, and all for human. He would tell people that I cut myself during, huh? He would continue talking about me online after no longer interacted. This made me reach out. This made me never reach out to people anymore. I was mortified. Where he spread the press over. Oh my days. The Lakari is witness to the depression Mizkif caused to me. He also witnessed to the harassment I experienced long after the fling was over. Bro, did Lack react to this or no? Oh wait, this is Lack's ex, yes? This is During my relationship with Lakari, he regularly talks shit about me and constantly tell Lakari that he doesn't know the real Kyuko. He tried poisoning our relationship the whole time. He would plant ideas into Lakari's head to start fights. That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. That's fucked up. After the relationship with Lakari ended, Miz ended up shit talking even more. Lakari noted that if I look like Miz was actively trying to ruin my reputation, everyone else and hates me because of what Miz would say. I think Emiru was super brave for coming out and showing posting this. So she would have tried him, but I want to wrap up the story with personal. Bro, this is heavy. God, this is heavy, bro. And you know what's crazy? Like, I'm gonna save my little pieces, right? Nothing, because I don't really. Remember when I was supposed to go to LA, chat, and then I canceled my LA plans? You know what I'm saying? Remember, I was supposed to go to LA, and then I didn't go. Bro, that's man. Everything happens for a reason, bro. For fuck's sakes, everything happens for a fucking reason. You know? And the thing is, you know what's crazy? I think he knew this was coming. Chat, I think bro, listen, I didn't even hear the rest of this shit, but like, this is what I'm guessing. Is this about him also? Hold on. Hold on.
He has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him.
It's almost like this is what I'm suing him for. What the fuck? It's almost like this is exactly what I'm suing him for.
Bro, I haven't seen Adriana in so long. Bro, I haven't seen since like Raj days. He tried to smear everyone involved. Dean, yes, he did. Also mentioned the worst nightmares to wake up and just get canceled, which just happened. Well, I don't think he's canceled. Once again, I told you, no matter what you do in the world, like you keep streaming. Bro, once again, there was a conversation. Oof. Listen, there was a conversation that happened between myself and I, well, him and Miz and I, at TC. I was about a drink and a half, 2 drinks in. But I think he definitely knew, bro, he was stressed out. And I was just like, yo, bro, chill out, bro, relax, bro, we're at TC, whatever. Now it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But the dialogues of that conversation, was given to people that need to hear it. It's not my business to talk about what the conversation was, but you see, now shit makes sense, you know? Now it makes so much sense.
Threatening them and saying if I ever
creating a smear campaign? Creating a smear campaign? It's almost like this is exactly what I'm suing him for. I'm winning.
Oh, Dean, is this why Arthur and Clara not talking? There's more people coming out this week. They're getting legal counsel. This shit ain't over. Yeah, that's gonna be
my fucking lawsuit right now.
That I killed my own rabbits. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals, I'm not going to stay quiet.
So Adrian was right. Holy LOL.
Chad, I beg you, bro. A motherfucker like me and I'm under no NDA. Actually, I'm under one NDA with this badass lawyer chick back in 2019. I think my 5 years are over, but nothing happened. She didn't do nothing crazy to me, you know. It was just the greatest time of my life. But beyond that point, you know, I don't think I'm under no NDAs, to be honest with you. None. Oh, well. Yeah, none.
What I fucking say, bitches? I'm tired of you bitches. I'm tired of you bitches. You guys think I'm doing this for me? I'm doing this for girls. You know how many times a man like that will get away with doing that shit again?
Facts.
Do other women?
Facts.
Do other women?
Facts. And the bad thing about it, bro, like, for instance, right? She's been trying to do this for a while, right? And she was in the right to do it, okay? But there's malicious shorties out there that are ruining the way people perceive situations like this. Does that make sense? Like, for instance, they're doing it right so girls won't get fucked over. But then there's the malicious shorties doing it. Like, for instance, what's the old OTK buddy? Fuck, bro, he just came back. He just streamed the other day. Oh my fuck. Rich. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, this time it's crazy. It's a fucked up world we live in.
The reason why I did what I did was not for me, was not for the money, okay? I don't give a fuck. It's about other girls. It happening to other women.
Yeah, I don't want there to be.
It's not about winning. It's about making sure that, like, people.
Yeah, and once again, chat, I'm a very big. I know you're not supposed to, like, don't just go off of one person's word, my nigga. There's like, I just read 4 different fucking people's, like, messages. This was crazy. Boys, come on, hey boys, listen. If it's a he says, she says, all right. But there's 4 people that just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers talking about some more will come. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, you know? It's not like I heard, oh man, Megan and this guy hate each other because of this. That's it. Nope, Megan came out, Bethany came out, Olga came out. Bro, it's too much of a coincidence, yes? Or am I tripping? Yes? If somehow he gets away with all this, brother, listen, I told you, this is how the world works. Okay? It's fucked up. Okay? Listen, I'm gonna say this now. In a month time frame to 2 months, if he is not banned, right, he will be streaming like normal. He's gonna go on a hiatus. He's made enough money. You know what I'm saying? Once again, look at Doc. It does, brother. All he has to do is just keep clicking go live. It doesn't matter. That's the sad part about it. That's the sad part.
Can't do this shit to women.
He has for a.
All right, let's get back to. So that's 4 people I've seen.
Had to be done today, so yeah, pretty much.
Oh wait, wrong one. Sorry, wrong one.
Crossed the line, and I say that the line has been crossed too many times to be count. There's a point where I believe that people deserve to know. I think that at a certain point, if you know a lot of things about someone and you don't say anything to look out for others, it's wrong. It's wrong to keep it to yourself. I don't want what happened to me or what has happened to other people because of him to happen to other people. And I don't believe he will ever stop behaving the way he does. But regardless, yeah, like I said, one of the main reasons I decided to do this stream is to come out about all of this because I can't hold on to it any longer because it feels wrong to do so. And
I'm sorry, Relic Gnome. You're all acting like you didn't know Mizkif was he was trying to use an N-word and starting out. I was on camera, you know, I was the guy blessed on N-word. Brother, if you know how many of your fucking streamers use the N-word, brother, I don't think you understand what a 2014 COD lobby looks like, bro. Like that was like a regular word to use on that, bro. Bro, none of that, bro. We're talking about now, bro. We're talking about now. Like, bro, that's why, man. All right, I'm sorry. Let's focus.
an honorable mention reason for why I'm doing this is that for a while, he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him, and they all refused. At TwitchCon, he approached one of my employees threatening them and saying if I ever talked about him, he would destroy me. Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits, since I had several of my rabbits pass away over the course of 3 years while I lived with him.
What?
I'm sure he's probably listening now, and it's probably going to come as quite a shock to him that this information made its way back to me and that I've known for months. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals, I'm not going to stay quiet. Okay. So now that I've explained all the reasons why this took so long and why I made the decision to do this stream, I have a few more things that I would like to get out of the way before I start talking about all of this.
Chat, like, once again, I just want to make it very abundantly clear. Very abundantly clear. I am a father of a 9-year-old daughter. Very clear. Okay? Just very clear. This is the type of shit that I pray to God my daughter doesn't go through. So, just want to let you know where I stand on it, right? I'm not just some random fucking streamer that's just like, oh man, drama, oh whatever. Like, this is the type of shit I have to worry about as she grows up. All right? She does know how to take a gun apart at 9 years old. She doesn't know how to shoot it yet, but she does know how to take one apart. I say. But, you know.
The way that I'm going to do this today is I'm going to run through everything from the beginning to the end to try to get across the story as accurately and fully as I can. And, hold on. Hold on. I'm also going to be showing a few screenshots validating what I'm saying.
Oh, shit.
I have more things, but this is what I felt comfortable using today. And, I will be running through those later.
Well, how much?
We'll using
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it's counted for me. I'm an idiot. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I like how I was counting, but it counted it for me. Fucking moron.
I will be running through those later. Another thing that I'd like to mention before I start is that during my statement, I'm going to be mentioning directly the names of about half a dozen other creators who were present for certain things. And I want to say that none of these people did anything wrong. I'm just saying that they were there, and I've asked all of them permission. They all said that it was fine to include their names, but I know this won't stop everyone, but I ask people, for the streamers that I mentioned, please don't go bothering them or asking them for more information. If there's something else that they want to say, they'll say it themselves, so there's no point to go pester them and bother them about it. There are also streamers who gave me permission to share things that they relayed to me privately, but asked me to redact their names, which I, of course, did.
That's crazy.
And the last thing that I want to make clear.
Bro, there's no way, like, that's crazy.
Is that not every person that I interact with or that I'm friends with knew the extent of all of these things. And in fact, most of them didn't. And some of them didn't even know anything at all. I tried to keep things private with my close friends, but if anyone during the past year ever approached me asking questions, I didn't lie and I told them the truth. But, yeah, I don't want there to be some kind of witch hunt like, oh, you know, you knew and this, no. A lot of people, you know, didn't know everything or didn't know anything.
So how long has she been, like, I'm guessing she was just trying to, like, muster up the energy and the was she under contract or anything? No?
Okay. I think that's all that I have to get out of the way to start. So, this is public information. I initially moved in. Sorry. I'm still sick, like I said.
Bro, everybody was sick after fucking TwitchCon, bro. That shit beat the fuck out of me. And I got an IV bag.
Okay. This is all public, obviously this part. I moved in with him. I believe it was the end of 2021. Because he offered, I was living alone at the time, and I was having stalker issues in Kansas, and I mean, you guys know like all the stuff that happened there. I ended up joining the org and everything. We did a lot of streams together, and I mean, a lot of people already know this, but I'm just gonna come out and say it. We started dating. We were in a relationship starting January 2022 after I joined O2K. I'm not planning to go into too much detail about the start of the relationship because it honestly doesn't really matter at this point. It's irrelevant now. The only things that really matter that you guys need to know for the story are that it was, one, an extremely private relationship. It was even hidden from friends and people in the org, but I mean, obviously people all eventually figured it out. They're not fucking stupid.
No, I'm not watching the whole thing. I just want to see like I'm just gonna watch it like midway, and I gotta watch his response to it. Because it seems like every year there's just some more skeletons in the closets, chat. It's just every year. It's just God. It's like every fucking year. Every year there's some crazy shit happening every year. It doesn't matter. It always. I just don't get it. I truthfully do not get it.
And second, it was an extremely codependent relationship, which it's not the issue, but that's just, you know, making that clear for details. He initially portrayed himself to me as someone who was very nice to girls and wanted to help me feel safe from stalkers and wanted me to succeed as a teammate, and we grew very close over time, and I was very dependent on him for feelings of safety, social life, like my stream, my job, everything. So yeah, besides it being a very codependent relationship, the start of it was fine. I saw a lot of people mentioning this. They thought this was what I was going to talk about. It's not a secret. I think everyone who paid attention knew that he was very controlling over what I wore, to a degree, who I was friends with, and even when I would stream.
Wait.
Or
we're not back?
I think everyone who paid attention knew that he was very controlling over what I wore, to a degree, who I was friends with, and even when I would stream. So,
even when she would stream? What she would wear when she would stream?
It was definitely slow over time that bad things started happening. At the start, it would be things like, for example, he would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruise very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, you know, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident. Like, you know, of course I'm not gonna think that, you know, yeah, I just, at the time, I just kind of was, you know, I just brushed it off. And looking back now, I feel like that was kind of the start of him testing my boundaries, if that makes sense. So that was already kind of starting to show signs within the first.
It's the exact same shit to Maya too.
6 months of me and him being close, and then again, a very public situation. The end of 2022, the cover-up allegations happened. I mean, yeah, like I said, all that's public. You can find all that, see like what I said during that, everything. After that happened, his behavior started getting a lot worse, which, I mean, I suppose it makes sense. You know, he was very stressed. A lot of stuff was happening, but the bad behavior was ramping up, and I I feel like it's so apparent if like, you know, you go back and watch anything from that time. I tried so hard to help him and be there for him because I really believed in him and I wanted him to, you know, get better. And
This is the clip. Hold on.
Oh, this is it.
Context. Emiru exposed how Mizkif was abusive and controlling her every move during their relationship. Well, people literally found the exact moment on stream she was talking about.
then I check my Discord messages and he's messaging me, you know, I'm gonna kill myself. Basically, he was upset
What?
because I had higher viewership than him.
All right, chat. I'll see you guys later. Probably tonight, if not tomorrow.
What does unofficial Mizraid mean?
Basically, Mizkif ended his stream because he had lower viewership.
Bro, there's no... Whose editor did this? Fucking Asmon's editor. Bro, what the fuck? Basically, what this means is... Bro, I wasn't ready for that voice. I'm sorry, I was not...
And his chatters joined Emiru's stream while he was messaging her that he wanted to zap himself.
Messaging her while she's live.
All acting. Like we haven't murdered. Like we haven't pillaged.
You hear it? You see her trying to keep it together.
Bro.
Slamming the door.
Go to the restroom real quick.
I'm stuck in here? Okay.
So just scared, yeah.
I actually downloaded her VOD and confirmed how she left for 20 minutes, then came back completely overwhelmed because that schizo was spamming her, saying he wanted to kill himself while punching her door, all because she had higher viewership.
Now listen, chat, now that's fucking insane. Remember this stream? Hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna keep watching that chat. Hold on, but
Talking to him today.
Oh, I remember when they used to do this. Oh my god, these two are the only survivors. These two are the only survivors.
Well, nobody asked you to, so.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Look at her face. She's so uninterested. She said no.
Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past few days.
Oh my god.
Mizkif, that was
Throw
not
it back.
funny.
Throw it
Yeah, there
back.
better be. Oh my god, I would beat the shit out of him.
We're live.
What the fuck?
Oh, bro, she is so done with it, bro.
We're live, she's.
Oh, bro, I can't. Bro, I'm a pussy. I'm just a pussy, bro. I just certain things I can't just see happen to women, and it just you know what I'm saying? It just I can't, bro. I can't. I'm a pussy. There's certain things I can't see. You know what I'm saying? I just can't watch it. I just can't. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Bro, give it to me again, bro. That was all of it? Okay, sweet. That was all of it. There's certain things it doesn't matter, bro, please.
But alright, yeah, I'm gonna log out for now, but I'll probably come back later.
This is when she stopped.
And if not, tomorrow my normal time.
Which she didn't do. Yeah, I actually kept going back and forth, slamming the door because you didn't get big enough for yeah. Man.
Like we haven't pillaged.
I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad.
Wait. Is this the response, is it not? No, this is no, it's not a response.
But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and
Oh, or this. Oh, bro, I just heard that. What the fuck did this nigga just say? Wait.
That the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed.
Okay. Now, listen, Mizkids. Listen, I know some of y'all gonna back him to the death. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But like, come on, man. Right? This, come on, right? Right, boys, come on. We're not. Come on, we're not gonna just close.
Slammed doors and aggression.
Mizkif waited the literal second our dear Voldemort went offline to start streaming, so I'm going to include one of the Phase Boys' reactions. It's literally perfect.
But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Wait. No, I got.
That's bro. I thought that was the only one that thought.
I'm getting trolled. Wait, I'm not even kidding, Mike.
Bro, he didn't say, he said it with chest. He said it, bro. He said it with chest.
Is this a joke? Did I just hear him say she threw a plushie at her?
He said it with chest. He said it with chest. Clothes and plushies. It's crazy. Hold on.
Get back on his feet.
What is the? Is there like another? Oh, fuck, I wish I had timestamps.
And be the person that, you know, I always believed that he was. But that unfortunately did not really happen. For a long time, I think. That is
what you call a toxic relationship, and a lot of insecurities too. A lot of insecurities. Chat, you gotta, man. This is not a whole, bro. That's crazy, bro. Cause it's like, and it seems like I'm switching up, but I'm really not, bro. You did this to yourself, dog. Like, you did this to yourself, bro. Because the thing is, I never stayed in Austin, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, bro, so much things make sense now, man. It's just so many things make so much more sense now.
About a year and a half from when that all happened, it was kind of like slow things getting worse. But I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna bother going into the details of all of that because there's just too much to cover, and it's honestly kind of not really relevant to the rest of what I'm saying because the rest of what I want to say is a lot worse. There was a point where things really took a...
Okay, hold on a second. Brother. T26. Listen to me very carefully. Wait. Brother, listen to me very carefully, okay? Punching a hole and slamming an animate object isn't a crime. 1000%. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying those are crime. The sexual assault portion, right? That's in the air, which, brother, it's 4-1, right? It's 4-0. Well, it's 4-1 right now on 3 different people saying it's happened, right? That's not a coincidence. It's not like, brother, are you? Oh, I thought it was VIP. Brother, come on. Like, you know, like you gotta, bro. No, because it was, look, it looks a lot more lit up than it disappeared now. You know, like there's no way, right? I'm not tripping. T26, the floor is yours, my boy. Listen, the floor is yours. There's no way, right? You gotta be joking. Gossiping and being a crappy human isn't a crime. So Oh my, what the fuck? So what are you saying? What else are you saying after that? He was right in these situations. Gary Nay. I just want to Gary Nay, I don't want to sentence. Listen, please. Please, I beg. Just yes or no. Was he right in these situations? Yes or no? Oh, your lost cause. Ah, T26, your lost cause, man. Hey, take care, man. Take care, bud. And yes, they did. I think two of them did, actually. I think two of them did. Three of them did, actually. Three. Brother, there's no hope. This T26, there's no hope for you. There's no hope for you, bro. It truly is.
Turned for the worst. Like, it felt like, you know, like a very delicate branch just kind of snapped. So, and again, a lot of people are like vaguely aware of this, but I'll explain it for people who aren't, you know, chronically tapped into all that stuff. So for a long time after the like cover-up allegations happened and he was like starting to kind of struggle on his stream, he never wanted to stream at the same time as me. Like we really avoided it. And to me at the time it made sense because, you know, I was like, well, of course, like, you know, we share a lot of community members. If we're live at separate times, we're both going to perform better. You know, it makes sense. But yeah, we were never really live doing the same thing at the same time for a long time, with the exception of like things like events or sponsors or like, you know, just special things for a very long time. And a lot of you guys probably noticed that I would only usually stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That was because of him. And now I stream whenever I want. But the first time that we ever streamed at the same time was for the 2024 Rust Kingdoms event on Twitch. We were sharing drops, so it was the.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This was funny. I just had to read that. I'm so sorry. I seen it and I just had to read that. I had to read that and I had to put it up on page. This was crazy. W.
First time in a very long time that we were both going to be live at the same time doing the same thing, basically. I know you're probably like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? But it'll make sense in a bit. So I'm live, he's live, we're both streaming.
By the way, that viewer count Andy thing, a lot of people are like that. Chat, a lot of motherfuckers like that. I think in this space, a lot of people are just jealous. A lot of your favorite streamers are normally just jealous of other people doing well. You know what I'm saying? A lot. It's just the way it is. All right. Don't say NMP because NMP is the one. No, NMP just wants you to maximize it. I don't think NMP gives a fuck about anybody's viewership. Well, he does give a fuck about people view buying though. But you know, other than that, like he wants to maximize it. But that's the point. But beyond that, but a lot of motherfuckers are mad. Like if you get more, bro, there's some people, brother. I'm gonna say it just like this so you cannot target it. There's some people northwards of 1,000 viewers. If somebody that normally averages 500 viewers gets like 100 viewers more than them, they would have a fucking bad day. Brother, their day would be fucking ruined. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, you can go find all of this. This is public. There are clips of this. We're both streaming the Rust event, and I thought it was going really well. I thought everyone was having fun. I was like,
that's how majority of this space is, chat. Listen, I've said this from the beginning. This is a very snaky industry. Very, very snaky industry. Very. I've said this from the beginning. There's a lot of motherfuckers with skeletons in their closet. Thank God I have none in my motherfucking closet. Because I'm just a normal motherfucker, to be honest with you. People have they've done their goddamn research repeatedly. They look through my Facebook, they got access to my MySpace. Bro, look again. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, the worst thing I did, okay? The worst thing I did, all right? Cloud has the picture of it, and I don't even want to talk about it because I would never do it again. Okay? That's it. That is it. No, I'm not gay. Shut up. All right, that's it. Cloud knows what I'm talking about. My mom, it's not. It ain't crazy. It's something I shouldn't have done. All right, that was the worst thing I did. All right, that's it. Is it the dress? Yes, it's the dress. All right, it's the dress. It's the dress. That's it. But that was like a high school senior week thing. It doesn't matter. To be honest, it's not about me. All right, but that's not majority of this fucking industry is. All right, that's it.
So this is great. Everyone's doing the same thing at the same time. We're all hanging out. We're gonna have fun. Like I was really excited. And then I start seeing in my chat people start saying unofficial Ms. raid, and I'm like, what does that mean? And then I check my Discord messages, and he's messaging me. He's saying like, Emmy, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna KMS. I waited so long for this, etc. And basically he was upset because I had higher viewership than him. That's literally it. I had higher viewership.
This is oh my God, how long have they been dating so far? This is 6 months in? This is a very toxic relationship for 6 months.
And like I said, this is during an event. So there were drops. Like everyone knows when there's drops, like it's not even fucking real, but yeah. He starts messaging me, he's really upset. I tried to tell him, I was like, bro, you should come back and play. Everyone's
this was 2 years in. Okay, all right, I'm sorry.
Fun. Everyone's like wondering where you are. But yeah, he ended his stream. And then
1 year in, okay.
I'm still live, trying to act like nothing's wrong. And in that house, I had a glass door, so I could like see this was happening. He was walking behind me, making sure that I knew he was there. And by the way, so there were many ways out of that house if he wanted to leave the house that were closer to his stream room. He intentionally chose the door that was right by my room. I feel like that's pretty apparent, at least to me. He starts walking behind my stream and slamming the door so loud that my noise gate can pick it up. So even people on my stream are able to hear this is happening. And
that's
he
the
slams
clip.
it so
That's the clip that we've seen, right?
hard and so many times that the front door literally broke. The lock did not work anymore. It didn't work for months, and it would just make this horrible sound that I would have to hear like every fucking day. But anyway, so I hear him back there doing this, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I tell my stream, I'm like, hey, guys, I'll be right back. I get up and I go talk to him, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, Emmy, like, I hate all you guys. Like, all you guys do is just take from me, and like, I'm just done. Like, I'm just done. And I was like, is this like really happening because of rush drops? And he was like, I don't know what else to do. He was like going off on me, like basically saying that he hated me. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. And he was like, go finish your stream so that people don't know anything's wrong. And I stop in the bathroom outside.
Yeah, it's manipulation, man. Good old manipulation. Yeah, this was toxic.
In my stream room, and I'm like, checking my makeup, trying to make sure people can't tell that I was like crying. And I'm only in there for like 30 seconds, and he comes and like looms in the doorway. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just checking my makeup. So I go back and I stream for a couple hours to finish the stream, do my best to just like, carry on the show basically. And yeah, after that, like I said, was when things started to get really fucking bad. It was like something just snapped. For the rest of the week, he streamed the Rust event. He got all the drop viewers. I'm sure he was very happy. I mean, good for him. And during that time, I obviously was like thinking and processing a lot of what happened. But I mean, it was a lot because this person was at the time like kind of it was like my partner and my best friend and like the only person that like I really talked to ever, or like at least off stream. So I mean, it was a lot. But the very next stream, I went live about a week after that, and I announced that I was planning to move because I knew that I would have to move. So I was like, okay, I have to go live and say this so that, kind of force myself to commit to it, right? Does that make sense? Obviously, I didn't move out right away, but after like all of that Rust stuff happened was when...
And this happened in like 2022, 2023, right? When did they break up? Bro, the fact that it took this long for her to say this means she was battling demons for the longest, brother. That's what that means. Like,
the other domestic abuse stuff really started. He would destroy furniture in front of me. He would throw things in front of me and near me. Destroy walls. Again, you can go see this in some of his VODs in his bedroom. The holes in the wall. There would be times where he was upset at me, and I would go to my stream room and literally lock myself in to get away from him. And he would be banging on the door and screaming at me. And at the time, he also would more often do things like going, like if we were driving in the car together, he would be going like 150 miles an hour. And like one time he even said like, well, now we're both gonna die, like threatening to kill both of us. And this wasn't like even necessarily because of me or like because of something I did a lot of the time. Like one of the times that it happened.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a situation like that with my ex. Like, I love my ex to death. We're all cordial, but I had it. Well, she was driving fast, and we're having an argument. I did jump out of a moving car. Wallahi, I did. I jumped out of a moving car. I was like, I am not gonna die with this woman. No, she was driving. I was in the passenger seat. I was like, wallahi, I'm not gonna die with her. Wallahi, I jumped out. I swear to God on everything I love. I jumped out of a moving car. I done it. And it was snowing in Seattle. And bro, I was like, I'm not. It was snowing to which I was like, bro, I'm not dying. I can't. No, this is real life. This is not an RP. This is real life. Don't get me wrong. Like we're best friends now, but we laugh about it now. But it's like, I was like, bro, yeah, I was not gonna die with you.
Happened. It was because we were just.
Oh, that shit hurt like a motherfucker.
He was on his phone and he saw that Mr. Beast had put out a video, and Mr. Beast had invited another streamer, and he was like, "Oh, Mr. Beast invited this guy."
This is not my baby mom. Baby mom's amazing.
It was a video, not me, and I was like, "Oh well, like, huh? Yeah, I guess so," which led to him going 150 miles per hour in the car and talking about killing himself while doing it. And then at home, other things would happen, like I'd be trying to sleep and he would scream at me and say that it was all my fault that he felt insecure. There was a time that I walked into a room that he was in, and as soon as he saw me there, he threw his phone at the dresser and started yelling because I had posted a YouTube video within the same couple of days as him, and mine was doing better. So basically, I felt like I was kind of stuck in a loop where I felt like I had to constantly perform and like prove my value to not be thrown away. But at the same time, if I ever performed too well, I was gonna be punished for it. And it just felt like a very rough situation to be stuck in because, I mean, streaming is my hobby and my job. Like, it's a huge part of my life, even before, I met him and became like a larger creator. And I remember thinking all the time how it felt like
Blake, thanks for the 27. Bang, baby. Thank you so much.
he hated me, but he still wanted me around for his channel and like his thumbnails and everything. And this is still before I moved out. There was a time where it was the tension in the house was so unbearable that I would sneak out and I would sneak into Esfan's house using my code. And Esfan didn't know why I was doing this. He saw me a couple times. I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna go take a nap in your guest room. He'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
You know what's crazy? Esfan's probably still. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, totally, man. Yeah, whatever.
I would sneak into Esfan's house just to have some time of like peace and quiet. But eventually, he figured out where I was going, and he would go over to Esfan's house.
Nice, dude. I can see Esfan. Nice, dude. All right.
Keep telling me off. And there was a time that he did it, and I was laying in the guest room bed, and one of the roommates in that house had come to see like why I was crying, and they were standing in the corner, and he came in, and he was very physically aggressive. He was like, Emmy, like, what are you doing? Like, angry. And then as soon as he turned and saw this other person standing there, he instantly like deflated and changed his tone. He was like, oh, Emmy, I was wondering where you were. Like, are you coming home? And
that's
that roommate like later asked me about it, and they were like, what the fuck was that? Like, are you okay? And I was just like, oh, it's nothing, because I felt like a lot of the reason that I didn't tell the people around me was because I felt like no one would understand, or even if they understood, it would just be a burden to them, because all of our streams and social circles and communities are so intertwined. I was like, maybe it's just better for me to deal with this and like hope things get better, basically. I honestly don't even remember what the final straw was that I finally was like, okay, it's time to go. Like, I prepared the house that I lived in before this one, like pretty much immediately after the like breaking the front door thing happened. But I was
Yeah, right. Like this part right here, this is a complete that's the mess. Bro, once you put your hands, brother, I don't give a fuck if you're trying to grab her so she can come back. Like, bro, you put your hand on a shorty, it's domestic, bro. It's just it is what it is. Like it is, that's what it is. I'm sorry to tell you, fellas, for y'all in chat, you grab your shorty if she's trying to walk away from you and pull her back, my nigga. That is domestic abuse.
still like
I hope you know that.
scared and unsure.
Hope you know that.
So I don't remember what the final straw was, but I remember the day I took Cheddar to the house, because he just randomly started like screaming at Cheddar and was like, "Get that fucking cat out of my house." So I just grabbed Cheddar and put him in my car and grabbed his litter box and took him there, and I just left him there and never took him back to that house. And then I think like within several days after that was when
somebody in the chat, somebody said she needs proof though, brother. Like, brother, I think the biggest thing right here she's talking about is to make sure people know what the fuck's going on. And this was like a lob, and then everybody else that's been affected with this that didn't have the courage to do it now has the courage to didn't speak on it, right? I'm gonna be $1.50.5 with you, okay? $1.50.5. Can the cops do anything about this? Probably not. Probably not. But can the rest of the platform know the true colors of an individual? Yes. Can people be warned to make sure they're very worried around said individual? Yes. She's already getting I don't know how that shit's gonna I don't know how that shit's gonna happen. Yeah, and the sexual assault thing is like my biggest thing. That's just ooh, yeah.
I finally moved out. It was on very short notice. Like I said, I don't even remember what the final straw was because so many things happened, but there was a time when I just knew. I called some movers. I said, "Hey, can you come tomorrow?" And they're like, "Yeah," and then I literally moved the next day. Moving out into the last house that I lived in was a huge step mentally because, like I said, a big part of why I moved into the first house in Texas in the first place was because I felt like it was the safest option for me because, you know, I am a girl where it's like kind of scary for me to be living alone. So it was very hard, and at the time, even though like all these other things had already happened, I was very hopeful that me and him could be cordial and like eventually like things would be fine, at least publicly, like for stream reasons, that, you know, everyone could just keep streaming like nothing had happened. And, you know, at the time I thought that would be the best thing to do, and I felt like if I, you know, separated myself from him without explaining anything, people that watched us wouldn't understand and would attack me. I was yeah, I mean, it ended up happening anyway, so, but yeah, after I moved out, we, like I said, still kept in contact. I had hoped that somehow things would get better. He would always.
But bro, you know what's crazy? Didn't Bruce have a problem with him too? Or am I tripping? No, I'm tripping. That was Silk. No, Bruce and Silk had a problem with him. They both have. They had beef, yeah. Is that why, bro? I think I just be. Kai too. Silk hates him. I think they clocked him, huh? He texted Bruce while he was live on some bullshit. Is this it? Hold on, let me see. Is this it? Oh, good times, that song. Good times, bro. I was so broke, and I used to act like I had all the money in the world. I'm sorry, just ADHD kicked in for a second.
Mizkif, stop texting my phone. You are blocked, bitch ass nigga. Don't ever come at me like that ever a day in your fucking life. I did way more for you than I was even supposed to, nigga. Period. Don't ever text my
God.
phone. You're
okay, now that he's not in it, what? Okay,
blocked, nigga. Don't try to come at me. No, let me talk to you on my tip shit. Don't ever try to text my phone. No, fuck no. You supposed to be sending good energy, nigga. I should have left when your bitch ass got exposed. Don't hit my phone on some lame ass shit like that ever again. Well, you won't be able to. You're blocked. Don't do that. That's that weird shit. I don't like that. And I'll call you out on that shit in front of everybody since you won't text my phone while I'm streaming in front of everybody. Fuck you now. Now it's fuck you. You weird as fuck. Period. It's no drama. It's just weird energy because I left and you know, it's like that.
Oh shit. Bruce, but I don't think so, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just I feel like fuck's sakes, bro. I don't even know what to say.
For me to come back, and he would promise therapy and change.
But they are good now? Yeah, Miss isn't part of OTK. Miss hasn't been part of OTK from what I've last heard, I don't know, like a year and a half to 2 years or some shit.
And like even talk to other people and like kind of present like, oh, I want to change, I want to be better for Emmy or whatever, you know. There was a short period in October where we had broken up because, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter now. And when that happened, I honestly felt relieved because I was like, okay, finally, it's like on his terms, so that means he'll be satisfied and he'll be able to say it was his choice, and he'll leave me alone. Because whenever I would try to push for it, it just felt like I couldn't like really sever it, if that makes sense. But I mean, obviously, hence me doing the stream, that was not the end of it. A week after this breakup, he asked to come over to my house and talk from closure. He came to my house, and I was crying like crazy because the emotions were just very high because I was dealing with a lot of major shifts in my life as a result of me attempting to start to try to distance myself from him. So yeah, we were just talking and I was crying a lot. He started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him. And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then, suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And, I screamed. Yeah. And when I...
What the fuck? So, as a regular person, when the shorty cries next to me, I don't know what to do. Fellas, I don't know if I'm speaking for everybody else. I don't know what to do. I'm like, it's going to be okay. I don't know if I should pat him on the back or just kind of just sit there and just be quiet. I don't know what to do. So you're telling me you decide to... So they're crying. You want to fuck while they're crying.
Screamed. He jumped off me like a cat, like... And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still crying without checking if I was okay or anything. And at the time, I was still making excuses for him.
What the fuck?
I feel like I did something wrong. And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still crying without checking if I was okay or anything. And at the time, I was still making excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, or like, you know, making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but like I just felt this pressure, like I had to try to keep things together, if that makes sense.
This motherfucking NPC exited a.
Felt like I'd cause trouble for so many other people if I ever said anything bad about him, or if I caused rifts in our friend group or streamer group. I tried to stay on good terms with him and hold everything in, and also I still cared about him a lot, and I still.
Chat, wallahi, there's no pre-watch, by the way. I'm sorry. On my day off, I'm not watching an hour and 30 minutes. This is, bro, no. I drink, I drink this tea. This tea is really bad for me. I drink this tea almost every day. Okay? And brother, this is some crazy shit. This is some crazy shit. See, it's kava. Yeah, it's kava. It's disgusting and crazy at the same fucking damn time.
At that point, had hope that things would get better, and that he would improve. And he'd also always hammer into me how he never physically abused me because he never hit me, and he would coach me and tell me to tell people or other streamers who were asking about it because they were concerned. He would say.
Like I said, now certain things make sense. I'm just gonna, once again, I told you the conversation we had was already told to the people that need to hear it. And this makes a lot of sense now.
How he never physically abused me because he never hit me. And he would coach me and tell me to tell people or other streamers who were asking about it because they were concerned. He would say, tell them that I never hit you. Make sure that they know that I never hit you. Around the same time, this was during OnlyFans 2, so I guess like December-ish. He would often message me in the middle of my streams and berate me for things like playing the same class as him in WoW because he thought it would make people think that I was better than him. And again, like I said earlier, I felt like I was stuck in a constant loop where I had to perform well to not be thrown away. But if I performed too well, I was gonna be punished. And
fucking plushies, man. Got those goddamn plushies.
Actually wanted to show some of those.
They're so deadly.
Because obviously a lot of these things,
fucking plushies, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fully read these out because I honestly just don't want to read them out. But I feel like I want to show them to like kind of show what I'm saying.
How can I not tank as a war in the dungeon because you aren't it? Is this about? It's about WoW.
And I am planning to probably post the VOD of this somewhere. So if
Emmy is better, bro. Was he mad because the chat was on her side while they were playing WoW? There's no way. 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 Emmy is better. Emmy this. I can't have anything. You just take. You already played Warrior when I told you we're going to get compared. Wait, was he a Warrior too? Wait, was he a wait. Was he a Warrior too? Bro! Oh my God. Oh my days. Bro got outgamed in fucking mass.
Fine, I guess.
Spammed. I didn't have another word in any groups today, and no words wanted to join. Girl with 27K couldn't find a word. You can Every time you just want to tank. I know what you're doing right now. I'm not dealing with it. Oh my God. Bro, there's no way. There's no way. Brother. Chat, no, chat. I have to laugh at it. This is crazy. This is crazy. Brother, this is insane. This is insane. There was, okay, Aston and Jordan, why is it bad for me to pull up in a dinner? Because now I'm going to get compared nonstop because now people are just going to say you're better. Ah! Because I told you when we first told you want to play war, it's already happening. You just don't care about this stuff ever. There's no boundaries with you. There's no way.
And again, this was all happening while I was live. You can literally go find the stream and see me trying to deal with this while I'm live in the middle of a dungeon.
Dude, don't dude me. Oh my God. I'm sorry, bro, but dude, don't dude me. I asked for one thing with you. Don't be a tank. And now you're tanking. What can I do? What am I supposed to do? Don't tank. Yep, there it is. I'm playing the game. Hold on, what is
trying to
tank Emmy? Do it. Let me handle all the hate.
Just
what the
fuck?
Game. Tank Emmy, do it. Let me handle the hate. The criticism. You're the worst. The Emmys is so much better. People say you're better in every chat. Oh my God, this is dumb, bro. This is a troll. No, this has got to be some sick fucking joke, bro. This has got to be some sick joke. This got to be some sick joke. I asked you not to be content. You didn't listen. Nice classic. What was I supposed to do? I'm not dealing with this. Okay.
Oh fuck, I think I... Tank Emmy, do it. Let me handle all the hate, the criticism, that you're worse than Emmys. The Emmy is so much better. The people saying you're better in every chat.
Like, okay, chat, I know this is a serious situation, but I have to laugh at this. This is crazy.
Tank, you didn't listen. And now it's the classic, what was I supposed to do? I'm not dealing with this. And
this is crazy.
You can, like I said, you can go find the stream. But for context, I was playing Warrior in World of Warcraft in like a level 24 dungeon. It was like Silverpine.
Wait, is it a max level like 60 or some shit? Doesn't a 24 dungeon not? I mean, I didn't play WoW. Like, I don't think that shit don't matter, right?
It wasn't even like, it was like dog shit gameplay. I'm gonna be honest. Like, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can read that later, I suppose. If
Mom said I could be tank.
Yeah, like I said before.
That's crazy.
I was constantly trying so hard to compromise with him because I wanted to be cool and I wanted us to be able to coexist in the same streaming sphere. But I felt like I could never win, and he hated my whole existence. Like ever since that one stream where I had like a little bit more viewers than him. And he would say that it was my fault that his stream was dying because most of his viewers liked me, and whenever he hit on another girl, they would be confused or not take it seriously because they knew that me and him were together privately. And he said if he would be able to hit on other girls and convince them that it was real, he would get his career back. That was like, started within the last couple of weeks that we spoke to each other. He started, saying terrible things to me about other streamers in Austin. In particular,
I got you reacting, man.
Streamer who, I know there's a lot of people that know he has beef with certain streamers. It was not.
He used to do girl content like you, Dean. First of all, I still do girl content, first of all. Okay? But girls are equal, okay, to me. I am not greater nor less than, actually, I am less than them because I get shitted on the whole time. But I'm just letting you know, I do indeed do that. But the whole time I'm getting shitted on. So I'm not gonna make myself look cool. My chat literally just bullies me the whole time. Just want to put, oh wait, not actually getting shitted on. This ain't Dubai.
Not one of those streamers. It was someone who, to this day, has been nothing but nice to him. he would say horrible things about this person, like about them in their stream, and it was very hard to listen to. And just in general, he would say horrible things about other streamers in Austin, like, I quote, "I hate everyone here. You are all useless to me. You're worthless to me because it does nothing for my stream anymore to collab with any of you." And him saying that was the final straw for me. The day that he said that to me about other people was the first day that I ever, for the first time, started to ignore his calls and messages. And because of that, he even threatened to come to my house if I didn't answer. But I did end up calling him back, and I spoke to him, and I basically told him that I felt like I could finally see things for what they were. And he started panicking, and he was super apologetic, and he was saying he didn't want to lose me, which wasn't the first time that he like
this
did
is
something
a
like that and was like
very
basically
toxic
begging me
relationship.
not to leave.
Yeah.
But that was definitely the most extreme time. And again, like I said, I always had the hope that things would be cordial, or that, you know, we could be fine with each other. So I agreed, and we agreed we were going to talk about all of that. We talked about it about a week later, and instead of apologizing for anything, he basically told me that he realized he needed to go to Japan and LA to get his viewership back up, and he was basically too young to focus on friendships and relationships. And it was I mean, despite everything, like I said, I still cared about him, so it was still hard. And I mean, it was like a mix of feelings, you know, like I was devastated, but I was also so relieved. But because of the past incidents during like other fights and times I would try to separate myself from him, past incidents during those times of him manipulating me into staying close with him and giving him more chances.
The good old manipulation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when, listen, man, they have a way of like, when they notice they're losing grasp of you, they pull back a bit and they show you like this facade, like this, how do you say this? This facade. Is that the word? Or is that facade? You know what I'm saying? They show, and then you just, oh man, you know what? Maybe I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I'm fucked up. And then you just get caught right back into the fuck shit.
Sexually assaulting me, the abuse, and just him generally not being a very nice person. After that, I decided that the only solution and way for me to move forward, I made the hard decision, but I know now for sure the right one, was to finally completely cut contact with him. I knew it'd be very hard because our careers and our communities were so intertwined, but I knew that I had to do it and that there was no other choice. So I have not spoken to him since January of this year. It's been 10 months, but
we're saying it, Leos.
The end. It is unfortunately not. I haven't spoken to him since January of this year. It only took a couple of weeks, but soon the messages started. He has attempted to contact me over 40 times individually this year in individual texts, Discord messages, Instagram DMs, and phone calls. And I'm just gonna show those. And at first,
fuck is Matt? Is that an alt?
At first it starts simple, be confusing messages, or like him expressing he was worried about things.
Oh, Matt, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was like, who the... I'm sorry. Bro, I'm sorry.
Like, at first it wasn't anything weird.
You don't have a recording of... What? That is crazy. It makes sure you don't have any recording of me, right? I'm getting harassed that you do, and I'm assuming it's not. Do you know why I'm removed from everything? Why am I kicked from OTK? Oh shit. Can you please respond? Oh my days.
This is not someone who loves or cares about you.
Brother. That's bro.
And keep in mind, this is only things that he sent to me. I can't document all the things that people told me that he was saying. And, it's just kind of a funny side note, I guess. I would like to highlight this message.
Message?
Because, doesn't really matter, but I ran it through the ChatGPT checker.
The man didn't even, bro, the man didn't even want to, he really didn't. I'm sorry for laughing, but that's crazy. That's insane.
And all the highlights, like I said, doesn't.
Chat, y'all be apologizing to y'all shorties with ChatGPT? Chat, no, be honest. Y'all be apologizing. Hey, no, because some of y'all probably be doing that shit. Y'all be apologizing to y'all shorties with ChatGPT? Yes, motherfuckers really saying yes. That's crazy. Just send a voice note. I think a voice note's way better. I feel like a voice note is way better. Oh, well, this is not even a shorty at the time. Never mind.
Doesn't really matter. I just thought it was interesting. But, yeah, like I said at first, the messages were just simple things, like, him saying he was worried about things, or saying no one was talking to him, which I don't think was even true at the time. I think he was just saying that to try to guilt me into responding to him. I'm not sure about that, of course. This also extended to in-person interactions, because initially I made the mistake of thinking that I only had to cut him off through private communication, and, you know, we would be fine going to the same events and parties and such.
Oh,
I also had to start. Hold on, I'm still fucking sick.
Oh no.
I made the mistake of thinking that I only had to cut him off through personal private communication, but I also had to start avoiding going to the same parties or places I was worried he'd be in person. Because this was after he came back from his first trip to Japan. There was a party that I attended several months after I first went into contact with him. I was aware that he would be there, and I thought it'd be fine. I thought it wouldn't be a big deal. I thought I'll just let him have his space. I'll have my space. You know, it's not a big deal. We're adults, right?
Brother, he cursed you out. He cursed you out for playing tank in WoW better than him. Come on, adult is out of the window. Like out of the window. I would even. I am. Adult's gone. That is completely gone.
During this party, I felt like he was following me around and monitoring me, but I thought that I was just being paranoid. I was like, it's probably just in your head. I was hanging out with Nick and Catchy and a couple other friends. And at some point, Nick was like, it's too fucking loud down here. Let's go upstairs. No one's upstairs.
Classic.
Let's just go, you know, chill in a room and like talk where it's not so loud. And I was like, okay. So they, as a group, went upstairs first without me, but it took me a bit longer to get up there because someone like stopped me and was talking to me. And I did feel like, I mean, he was like standing pretty close to that person. I felt like he was watching me, but again, I thought I was just being paranoid. But I went upstairs. I was hanging out with Nick and Catchy and, you know, our other friends. And then about 30 minutes later, the room that we're in, the door opens. It's Miz. He opens the door, makes eye contact with me, goes, ooh, and then closes the door and leaves. And I was like, what the fuck? But again, I was still trying my best to, you know, give the benefit of the doubt, like, you know, maybe it's just like an awkward situation or something. But a couple months later, the person that he was hanging out with that night reached out to me privately and was apologizing. And I was like, why? And they're like, I just felt like I had to apologize to you because I felt so bad and so embarrassed of what was going on. Like, yes, he wanted to see what you were doing. He was saying, like, I want to go see what's upstairs, and he was checking every room. And then after he opened the room that you were in with Nick, he closed the door and started laughing. And then he just wanted to talk about, you know, how you guys broke up for the next, like, however many hours of the night.
Oh, brother. Oh, she called me her friend. Are you my friend too? Oh, brother.
So I was like, wow, okay, that's good to know, I guess. The next story, that I want to tell involves what happened to me, Valkyrie, and Cinna earlier this year when we were attacked at the Santa Monica Pier, because, that was obviously, hold on, let me close all these fucking texts. I don't want to look at them. They're still on my desktop.
I don't care about these people. Well, why the fuck are you here? One in Thunder? Actually, you know what? Stay here. I need to add revenue.
Where was I? Yeah, so, yeah, it happened March 3rd of this year. A lot of people were talking about it, talking about how me, Ray, and Cinna were attacked. Which was not an issue. Like, we had no issue with that. Like, obviously, it's big news. People are gonna talk about it. It should be talked about. We had, like, no issues with anyone talking about it and covering it, and that included him. I was fine with that. He joined in on that whole thing of people going live to talk about it. And again, I'd like to remind people at this point, we were already a couple months into me being no contact with him, making it clear I didn't want anything to do with him. And so during this stream, he was covering what happened to me, Ray, and Cinna.
Oh, this is when that weirdo. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure. I was like, bro, who attacked them? Oh yeah, I know you're talking about that. They're in Cali. They're in Cali on the
tell more of my personal
little doc
stories
thing
that I've never personally talked about or shared publicly myself. And one of these stories was one that like no one knew at all, and like it just felt so shitty because at the time that those things happened, like, you know, all the people that lived in that area together, we all came together and we all kind of decided, and this was heavily pushed by him, we should never talk about this because, you know, people are gonna be weird. It puts Emmy in more danger, and, you know, gives people ideas, so we're never gonna talk about it. But, you know, of course, as soon as there's some big drama that he's not involved in, and he finds a way to, you know, bring up, oh, I was there for something that happened to Emmy, he does it. He was on a stream talking about these personal stories of mine, and I caught wind of it. And by the way, it was also so frustrating not saying anything at this time because the way he told those stories, he kind of framed himself as like the hero. He was like, oh,
shit, he did. Bro, this is crazy. Bro, when you're from the outside looking in, boys, I would be like, oh man, everything's fine and dandy. And then you, bro, clip for context. Bro, anybody have the clip of that? Because I remember he went live like super late or some shit.
At gunpoint. No. The only person who ever came into contact face to face with that stalker before the police came was Bonnie. Bonnie is the person who found that guy outside, went inside, told everyone, called the police. The police came. All Miz did was he stood far away from the front door behind glass and metal with a gun. Yeah, I mean,
I was bamboozled by this story myself. You know, I was one of the victims that was bamboozled by this story.
I understand, still very scary, but why are you acting like if anyone deserves credit for that, it's Bonnie. Like, it's literally stolen valor. I'm so glad I finally get to say that because she is the one who like kept everyone in those two houses safe.
She just said it's stolen valor. That's actually crazy as fuck. Oh my god.
Anyway, back to the original thing, the Ray and Cinna stuff. I was obviously panicking. Like, I just had this horrible thing happen to me the night before. It was like huge, like public, millions of people seeing it. And then my crazy ex-boyfriend is going live talking about more of my personal stuff. And I'm like crying, and Cinna and Ray are like what's wrong? And I tell them. And I'm like panicking. I'm like, I need to call so-and-so, I need to call so-and-so, I need to call so-and-so. Like these different people that I was like, they can contact him because I did not want to contact him. So Ray, Cinna, some of me and Miz's mutual business partners, and Asmongold were all messaging him to stop. And by the way, Asmongold told me that he tried to call Miz while he was talking, and it rang 3 times and then hung up, which means that he saw it, and he just wanted to be able to keep talking.
Denied that motherfucker.
Yeah. Anyway, just a little note. I don't know exactly what like the other people said to.
Is this it right here?
On a viewer, because he showed up to my house and he was banging on my door asking for Emmy. If he stepped in my house, would I have shot him? I would have killed him. Absolutely. If that guy tried to get in my house, I was ready. I had the trigger ready. I was gonna shoot him. Of course.
I remember I seen this. I was like, bro, he's still on business. I dead ass was like, bro, he's still on business. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But Ray and Cinna told me that they were messaging him being like, bro, like, stop. What are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? And he was messaging them, who were also equally as traumatized as me, of course. They had gone through the same thing. Oh, what am I doing wrong? I'm letting people know what, girls go through. Was that your job? Well, anyway, yeah, that all happened a couple of months into me being no contact with him.
He cried there. Bro, he did cry during that fucking stream, didn't he?
And yeah, he was arguing with Ray and Cinna while they're trying to be like, bro, like, stop, like, you're making it worse. He finished talking about myself.
I'm just too nice to people, man. I truly am. I think I'm just genuinely too nice to people. Cause I just man, it ain't my place to speak.
And then reacted to Cinna and Ray's whole stream where they were crying.
I can't wait till Nick gets back.
Their communities, made sure to react to that, and then immediately went offline. So yeah, that was a terrible weekend. I got threatened to be stabbed, and then the next day, my weird ex was going live trying to self-insert so that he could make sure to farm his own clips. After that incident, his attempts to talk to me only ramped up.
Dean, the biggest fence-sitter? Brother, Briar, this is not my business to speak on. Like I said, the people that needed to hear what the conversation was between myself and him already knows. It ain't you know what I'm saying? It's just not my business. It's not my like, like, what am I gonna insert myself into somebody? No, it's not my business. That's it. Does OG know what needs to be said? OG knows. When he comes back, he'll deal with it.
Which I showed those texts.
No, I feel you. I know. But some
during that trip,
you're not the only one I said it.
Calling me, trying to call me quite a lot, begging me to take him back. And at the same time, I heard that he was reaching out to quite a few other streamers who know both of us. And he was crying to them about how he wanted to get back together and how he thought someday we would reconnect and eventually get married. I don't think he even meant that, but I hope not. But I assume he did that with the hope that they would relay the messages back to me since I wasn't talking to him. And, some of them did. I also had a couple other streamers report to me.
Hold on, wait. Give me a second.
And, like, he would be obsessively and attentively hate watching my stream. Like, watching my stream and just saying horrible things almost every time that I've been live this year. And they tell me that he would want to discuss how he believed I still wanted him. Interesting, considering I never replied. And he would ask other guys if they thought I had slept with anyone this year. They'd be like, I don't fucking know, man. And then they told me he would say stuff like, no, there's no way she's done that. She's not like that. And she's probably waiting for me. Just really fucking gross stuff like that. And a couple of streamers in LA also told me that he was telling people that me and him still talk all the time, but we simply weren't together anymore because I was too mature and I was not ready. I was too immature. But yeah, you can see from the messages I showed. I'm not sure if people can go back and read them. He was begging me to take him back for the majority of this year, which was 7 or 8 months total. And like I said, some of the
8 months of that is crazy.
Messages were even.
Like, listen, if you fuck up, like normal fuck up, you do like a good, 2 weeks, right? Normal fuck up, by the way. But the 8 months is that's a pregnancy, basically.
Not that it really matters. It's just interesting, right? As of today, it's been about 2 months since he has attempted to contact me directly. I think because about 2 months ago was when he started.
What's the normal fuck up? I don't know. Cheating. Okay, that's not normal. I don't know. Bro, I'm trying to find. Hold on. I'm trying to find like a. Hold on, wait. I'm trying to find like a. Wait. Stop, bro. Stop. I'm trying to find like a. Oh, you were out too late with the boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I meant. You know what I meant.
Kind of getting scared that I might have been like.
Yeah, you call her like the wrong girl's name or like, you know, something like that. You know what I meant.
Telling people things, which again, I wasn't going on my way to do it, but if anyone ever asked me, I wasn't gonna lie to them. I mentioned this at the beginning before I started like fully telling the story. I heard from my friends, other streamers, and my employees that he had cooked up a plot that if I ever tried to talk about him, like about the abuse or anything else, he would try to go live and say that I killed my rabbits. And I was told that he approached several streamers who were around us a lot when we lived together and asked if they would basically back him up, and they refused. Obviously, they're not insane.
Some things make sense.
And even something happened this weekend at TwitchCon. One of my employees told me he went up to them and he threatened them, saying, "If Emmy ever tries to talk about me,
give me
I
the
will destroy
react. Give
her."
me his
whatever that means.
Give me his
And
response.
within the same night, he
Did
also
he respond the same day or the next day?
texted one of my best friends, and he would have known
Was
that
it
I
the
was
day
with
after?
this girl. He texted her saying, "Hey, worried about her. Hope she's okay."
Same day.
You know, right after he just said to my employee and other people that he was gonna try to destroy my life. Yeah, all in the same night. And yeah, that was Saturday. So that pretty much leads us to today.
The same minute Aspen went offline.
Feel like it's clear I've spent the last year of my life cutting him off and building a new life with people that actually care about me and doing my best to move on peacefully without causing any drama. I did not want to do this. A lot of other creators actually told me that after his other allegations in 2022, if I wasn't the first person to stand up for him and start appearing on his channel again, they do not think that they would have gone back to helping him with his content. So I always tried to keep things private, always tried to make things better, had hope that things would get better, you know, tried to be supportive, and my thanks that I got for all of that was abuse and resentment, and for all of 2025, all of this year, harassment and hatred from him and his community, while he was the whole time secretly begging for me to take him back behind the scenes. I've taken a lot of steps already, as I said, it's apparent. I've taken a lot of steps to restructure my life and be a lot more careful about who I help and who I invest my time and my care into. And I'm doing a lot better now, but I felt like this was a necessary stream because, like I said at the very beginning, I have heard that he has done things to other people that aligned with some of my own experiences, so I felt like it would be wrong for me to
And the fact that she said that and then all those people came out and said
keep holding on to all this information. I know I stayed for way too long, and I thought that I could help.
Thank you,
and
Cleveland.
I unfortunately learned that I couldn't.
Not on a viewer.
But
this is
I
not
worked
it.
really hard to have the life that I have now with my friends, my family, my pets, and my community. And I'm so grateful for how things are now. It was very difficult, but I'm very proud of myself for making the choices that I did to end up where I am now. And yeah, that's
yeah, I it's